They're worse. It's even worse.
And it gets to it gets to about there, but it's kind of up on the wall. It doesn't actually do anything other than move. The
Does that mean I've been re-engaged?
No, not at the moment.
Okay.
Does no one have a good sturdy hammer to hit them?
Sly.
with?
It is Kavar's turn.
That seems like make it worse.
Can I use the healer's kit on me to stabilize myself to get back up?
A healer's kit?
Mm-hmm.
Is that something you can do while in combat?
He's not in combat. He's unconscious.
Well, if you're
He's not
conscious, no.
unconscious. He's almost unconscious, but he ain't unconscious.
Yeah, just run, Sly. Just run.
Disengage and run.
You're welcome to start wrapping up your wounds while it's eating through the bandages.
Oh, okay, I could run? Okay, well, let's fucking run then.
Just like everybody else.
Well, you gotta spend one of your actions to disengage. So
You gotta
Okay,
spend an action.
disengage.
Spend an action to disengage. If you want to get past Artlocks, you gotta give me acrobatics or athletics to get past him.
Hey, when did we come up with this rule?
Athletics is
You're
what you
in
did
a
last time.
corridor trying to move past people.
Yes, we've always passed people before.
Well, I'm just gonna say it's a 7-foot wide corridor.
He
Alright.
succeeds and runs down the hallway.
I'm a skinny 5-foot elf.
Alright, can I get past Bob and jump across the pit?
Not on this turn, you can't.
I got like 10 feet to go.
You got 10 feet to go, which would put you into the pit.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, you're welcome to leap into the pit if you want, but
How deep is the pit?
18 feet?
Nope.
15.
Fuck you.
Okay. And Snow, it is now your turn.
I just go, keep running, and I run.
All right, so move your token. All right. It is the third littlest ooze's turn. It also kind of latches onto the wall and starts moving down the corridor this way.
And the littlest penguin.
Artlocks, it is your turn.
Okay, I am going to... can I get over the pit in this turn?
Well, there are 2 obstacles and
And a
a
pit.
very large pit there. I'm not gonna make you do 3 rolls. I'm gonna say you could do athletics or acrobatics with disadvantage to do the whole thing in one go.
It's
Go for it, dude. Do it.
I
got
kind of
this.
need to.
You want to die?
Uh,
If you fall in the pit, you really will die, though. Just letting you know.
And I'd just like to point out, we always had trouble passing people in the hallways in combat. It just almost never came up, except with Kavar before, trying to rush past people.
I just don't understand. The one that I don't get is that this is the scale. It's a 7-foot wide hallway. Most people are like 2 or 3 feet wide. Except for Kavar is a big fucking dragon. I understand that. She can't
That was
exactly
to throw a zombie, though. That wasn't a challenge roll against...
finagle.
Dude, no, there was someone in the way too. We're doing. You can keep arguing with me, or we can keep going.
That was a zombie, but not a character. I passed a character
You
through
can
a
keep
zombie.
arguing, or we can continue on. Those are the options. And okay, you are, Artlocks. You make it past Kavara. Bob doesn't see you coming though, and you trip over his vestments. You tumble forward, and kind of try to get a leap off when you get to the edge of the pit, but you're kind of unsteady on your feet. You make it almost all the way across, and you land with your chest right into the downward curve of that.
That's a broken
Just
rib.
knocks the wind out of you, and you slowly start sliding down. You're not in the pit, but you're kind of sliding down the edge.
I'm teetering on the edge.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tyburn.
How deep is the pit?
It's 18 feet deep.
Snow, help me!
Yeah, I'm gone.
I like that I didn't get any of the
Long
bonus
live the
actions.
bard!
Okay.
I gave Tybern a pot.
You handed you a pot. What do you do with the pot, Tyburn?
It's gonna be like that fucking gif of the spider that
Fucking
jumps
just
into the
chuck it
guy.
down the corridor for free action. It's like, fuck the
Okay,
pot.
so you throw the pot down the corridor, it hits the black ooze, and is immediately dissolved.
That's what I thought. So we're gonna acrobatics our way across the...
You could jump across this without hitting, unless you get like a really bad fail, or without hitting Artlocks, and then use an action to pull him up if you want.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do.
Oh yeah. Okay. So you deftly leap across, immediately swing around, do 180. You grab Artlox by the arm and you heft him up. So you're both now on the edge.
So let's just make some room
I
for him.
realise I haven't been giving my +2 on 2 of my stats. I get an extra.
Then I'll for a bonus action, I'm gonna use a healing word on Kavara.
All right. Roll.
Just gotta live for one more turn, and then we'll be good.
Yeah, I was hoping I would get my bonus action to do the same, but
1d4 plus spellcasting.
I fucked that up.
Hey, Roach, how do you remove an item in your equipment list?
You click the padlock at the bottom of
Wow,
your
your
list.
spellcasting is 10.
Well, I have a 5 base, and then I get 2 plus my level.
Nice. Okay, Kavara, you heal for 12 points of HP.
Let the blessing of the Emperor return.
All right, so
Helm says, "Get the fuck out of here alive."
Bob, but Tyburn, he deftly pulls Artlox up out of the pit. With one hand, whips open his tome, and says a couple words under his breath, and you feel the acid that's eating away through your musculature kind of ease, and a small like scab starts forming over the exposed bits of muscle. Feel a lot better. And now it is the thing's turn.
Still have my move action to do too. Just move further away.
It moves to there, and that's it.
Could you catch that, Ben?
Sorry, did you moved?
Yeah, that's my whole turn now. So the action was jumping over, pulling Midge up, and then bonus action was the healing, and then move was moving further down the corridor.
And I'm just gonna give you the hurling the pod.
Yes, like the fuck the
That,
pod.
I don't think that needs it. I don't think you need to spend anything on that. Okay,
My
so
poor
now
pod.
Your poor pod.
No, that's what you get for throwing things at me. Expecting me to do something with
I
it.
didn't throw. I handed it to you nicely and going,
This
hey.
one moves forward along the wall, and it's suction. It's like suction onto the wall. It moves forward, and as it gets closer to Kavaro, it kind of expands forward and lashes out. And it does. Let's see. 13 versus AC
Nope.
does no damage. It misses.
Alrighty then.
And now it is Kavara's turn.
Well, I'm gonna have to disengage from this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm gonna do an athletics check to get across the pit.
Do it. You succeed. You kind of bump into Artlox on the other side, but you made it over.
How much more movement you got?
Too bad these things can apparently crawl on walls like geckos.
Yeah, they can. They most certainly can.
And
Or
that's-
spiders.
Yeah. It's like a
Actually,
slimy
you know what,
xenomorph. Slimier xenomorph.
Is that the extent of your movement?
Yeah, we'll say that. Yeah.
Snow?
One second, I'm just checking something.
Are you just gonna run towards the exit?
How far can I run?
You know, what was the rules on sprinting again? Like, wasn't it like double your movement or something like
Double
that?
your movement, yeah. But
Yep.
it takes an action.
Yeah, so I don't give a shit. There's nothing.
I'm
getting out.
He's like one of the smartest ones, not trying to fight the thing.
I realized that's something I don't want to fight. I'm like, I'm out. Okay. Whew. Alright, make it to the door.
Okay.
I grab
it
Waffles'
is-
reins and I'm like, we're getting out of here, Waffles.
All right, so this last one, it moves forward as well, kind of slurping down the wall, hissing, the wall hissing behind it as it leaves little, droplets of acid, and it kind of dissolves the stone a little. But they're not very quick, and you guys seem to be outpacing them. And it is now Artlox's turn.
I was hoping that-
At this point, you guys are close to the exit. You can get past them without any trouble.
God, what is that noise? Hearing that little music.
It's the sound of an old tomb.
It's like a metal grate.
I'm gonna move to here and then quickly whip round and kneel down in front of the thing.
You gotta seal off Tyburn and fucking
I'm not
Gavar.
sealing it yet, but I'm gonna try and seal it as soon as they're past. So I'm
Alright,
gonna, and then I'm just gonna hold up the shield. There.
Feeling mildly concerned.
Tyburn, it's your turn.
And then, hang on, use my bonus action to use Healing Word.
Okay, who are you using healing? Is it on yourself?
On my fucking self.
All right.
I feel so good. I feel so good.
And I'm gonna do this at
give me
second
a
level.
minute.
This is. So
Oh, so you give yourself an extra D4, 1d4.
yeah,
It's a 2d4 plus your spellcasting level.
my spellcasting level.
Spellcasting ability modifier.
Oh yeah. So it's roll 2d4 plus 4. Is that right? Or do I
What's
just
your-
add
what's-
the 4 afterwards? My spell attack bonus is 4.
2d4 plus 4.
Is it your spell attack bonus? I thought it was your spellcasting ability modifier. So what is your spellcasting
Spellcasting
ability?
It's ability modifier.
Charisma, which is
So what's your charisma bonus?
2.
2. So that's just 2d4 plus 2. Oh!
Whoa.
Oh.
You
Hey, just think about it like this. That's like you critted one of those.
you kneel down in front of the statue, and you whip your lute out, and you go to pluck a note, and the string breaks.
Oh.
You still complete the song on but it's not, doesn't sound quite as good.
I don't remember A chord
I'm
anymore.
glad I have
With-
2 other instruments. Jeez.
With all, it would have been sounded better with all of the strings, but it was okay.
No A chord.
All right. So Bob, you just moved on your turn. All right. So it is this thing's turn. It gets.
Gotta
well,
stop
you
before
can't-
they get
can't see-
out.
Can't see it anymore, so it just does that, and then this one is gonna go do this, and now it's Borvard's turn.
That's from Gavar's point of view. That thing just shot out there like a fucking cannon onto the wall, and it's just starting to.
Say it's still attached to like the
Bounces
corner
off.
here. All
It's
right.
like a fucking demented flubber.
Kind of reminds me of a scene in Foster Some of Imaginary Friends, actually.
Yeah. I think I know the one you mean.
Yeah. With that little fucking shooting around.
It's just.
Gavar just fuck this.
That's the end of my turn.
All right. So I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that you are all disengaged at this point. Let's see what happens. Snow, you gonna keep running?
Again, I have like Kettle Moon by the. Is Kettle Moon still in this room?
Kettle Moon was never there.
Not Kettle Moon, sorry, Waffles.
You grabbed Waffles. You grabbed Waffles by the reins and started leading her out.
I'm
I
like,
already
we're
led
getting
him
the
to the main
fuck
door.
out.
Well,
Oh, you did?
left
Okay,
it.
then Kettle Moon's standing over by aggro.
Alright, look.
Waffles and aggro. Kettle Moon's gone.
God damn it, Kettle Moon.
Kettle
Moon died.
Kettle Moon's
It's
gone,
horrible.
Ben.
I love Kettle Moon. Okay, so do you move?
Alright, well, then I'm bolting the fuck out. Yeah, I'm whew.
You're just running out. All right.
Do I make it to the door in this thing, or do I have to
The
go another
third
turn?
thing's turned. It sloshes along the wall, starts coming towards the exit there, and it is now Artlock's turn.
I know they don't make noises, but I just imagine they're making like growling noises.
No, I'm getting the.
You like beatboxing there, Midge? Or-
Jesus
Okay.
Christ, man.
Artlocks, it is your turn.
I'm gonna try and ask. I'm gonna ask my liege to close the door.
All right, what do you say?
My liege, close the door.
My liege, seal
The passage.
your resting place so no one can find it.
All right. Nothing happens.
Oh, bugger, I'm just gonna run then.
Access denied.
Nothing happens. That soft glow that you felt before is gone, and all you feel is blistering skin from where all the acid hit you.
Right, yeah, I'm just gonna sprint out the fucking door then.
All right.
So sprint is double, right? So
Yep.
I'm over to there. I don't like that someone's measuring up how far those things. I'm at the next. Cool.
All right. Tyburn? You gonna book it?
Sacred flame and runs.
Just he's like throwing lightning bolts at these. Lightning bolt. Two magic. Two magic.
Dude. Oh yeah, it fucking hits all right. Damage.
These things have to crit to not be hit.
All right.
Hey, it's actually a good damage roll.
Yep. So yeah, I'm just assuming you're shooting for the nearest one. You your spell impacts it, and it's that inner glow again. And as it expands, the sludge falls off the wall and hits the floor, and just kind of wiggles like Jello for a second, and then it it comes back together.
Coolio.
Makes a shrieking noise.
The big one comes down the corridor.
Mama.
Yo,
This one moves forward towards the statue. And I'm just gonna go on a limb and say that you guys are all disengaged at this point, so we can eschew turn order, and just say everybody sprints towards the exit, because you guys are running much faster than these. There's no point in going through the initiative order at this point. Correct?
Okay. Yeah. I instantly grab Aggro by the reins, and I'm
So
just
everybody just move their tokens towards the exit for me.
I just realized that.
These things are just following you. How fast are these things anyway?
They're slow. 20 feet.
Damn it.
Bloody I've just realised that all those perception rolls, I forgot to add my doubled.
All right, so you guys you're standing in the last chamber. The wall is barreled down. It is just big enough to fit a draft horse through. Easily big enough to fit you guys. You're standing around the basin. Midgeman and Kavara are still sizzling from where they took impacts. Kavara's sword is trying to kind of like wipe the sludge off on the side of the stone basin, but you can see the metal on the sword just kind of corroding away.
I'll fucking dump it.
What do you guys do?
I grab Aggro by the reins, and I'm out.
So,
I'm gone. I'm going out to the blistering
Are you
cold.
all exiting?
I'm gonna like take my water scan, pour water over the asses, just to get it off.
No.
This isn't fight.
Did you learn anything in chemistry?
Okay.
No, never mind.
You just mixed a base with an acid.
Yeah, I did.
Unstoppers the water skin, empties it out on her shoulder.
Water's not a base though.
Immediately starts sizzling, you take 1d6 acid damage.
I don't know. I can't remember exactly what it was.
That's not.
This is, like I said,
That's not
this
how
isn't Fight
works
Club.
with water.
This
Water is
isn't
a
Fight
neutral
Club.
pH.
Yes, I know.
I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to put water onto acid. Like, if I remember correctly.
Well, that is not correct at all, chemistry-wise. It's Ben's campaign setting; he can do whatever he wants with the water, but I really feel that it's important to not spread false scientific information.
Bob is correct about the chemistry, but we're not going on chemistry here.
I fucking resign from this.
Yeah, it's like whenever you walk into a lab, there are stations fucking everywhere.
Eye wash stations everywhere in a big top-down shower.
Showers, yeah. It's water that comes out to dilute acid or base that you may spill on yourself or get into your eyes.
Take of our
What was the roll again, Ben?
1d6.
Whoops.
/R 1d6.
The most thing I remember from chemistry is one of my classmates getting shanked by
How much
another
health
one.
do you have right now? Okay, you got it.
I'm down to 8.
Down to 8. Bob, what was the 7?
That was 7 damage on the slime.
Oh,
thing.
okay. Sorry, I thought that was something. Okay. So you do that. The acid eats through through your muscles just a little bit more, but they had regrown a little bit, so it was kind of like eating. Then they grew back, then it ate through again, and you all depart the Tomb of Horrors.
Oh, this isn't even close to the Tomb of Horrors. That's an actual setting.
Mm-hmm. And
the blackness.
Hang on, I'm gonna fix that in just a second. Bob should be able to. I think Bob should be able to see right.
We come out and then we notice we're surrounded by ice giants.
I have no vision of anything.
You have no vision on anything. All players.
Hey.
Coming out.
There we
Everybody
go.
can see? A little light radius around a tiny little Bob.
Oh, hold on.
Woo.
Yes.
Okay, so you guys exit the tomb through the hole you blasted through the wall with sheer force. It's nighttime.
Blasted.
It's nighttime.
We're
The
just
wind,
punching.
the wind is blowing. There's a little bit of a wind. There's a little trickle of rain, but you're all standing outside the tomb.
What the fuck was that?
Where are we?
You are you turn around Tyburn, and even though it's dark, there's still a slight inner glow from those coals in the brazier, emanating out from the entrance. This is you see the facade of an ancient marble structure. The hillsides kind of collapse down around it, so there's kind of this natural dirt embankment running up over it, and a clearly after the fact man-made constructed brick wall that you guys have burst through is torn asunder on the ground in front of you.
I
To the left and
Pyrus.
to the right, you could see similar mounds. As far as the eye can see, it's nighttime, so you can't see that far. But there's one to the left, there's one to the right. And there's a kind of a dike embankment in front of you with a road that's leading to the left and to the right.
Okay, so I summon all the elemental titans. I become a titan of ether. And I go back to Britannia.
Hey, I got that. And it was with a really shitty game.
We're gonna summon Pyros first.
Not all know the pathfinding. It's so bad.
All right.
Isometric jump puzzles.
I want to make a
Some-
perception check to see if
some
there's
middle of the
anything that I can use to reclose this tomb.
There's
You
about
just hear the oozes behind you.
there's about 800 pounds of stones you dislodged.
No, I mean dirt or some shit that can just cave it in.
Not that you could do in a short period of time,
Damn it.
or without tools.
Where's Borkvarrd's pickaxe when you need it?
Exactly.
I'm gonna pick up one of the stones and try and get some of the acid off me, as they didn't seem to be eating through the stone walls. I'm gonna try and use that as a brush.
All right.
That's the way to counter acid. You're just rubbing a stone into your wound.
You
No,
pick up.
I'm
you
not
pick up a
rubbing
small stone.
my wounds. I'm rubbing the bits of my armor. Just
Yeah, you pick up a small stone, and you're able to kind of slough it off. The stone does not dissolve.
I was just hoping you said you spread it even further. So here's another D6
Nope.
of damage.
No.
Or to
Correct.
so there's no. I mean, it kind of looks like we're on an overmap here. Is my current light radius accurate to what I can see?
It is quite a the light radius I gave you is actually quite the distance. It is 5 miles.
Woo! I am beacon to all those that can see.
Yeah, you are bright as shit, Bob.
The beacon's on it.
I wanted to make it, so you come out in the night. I want to make it. You don't know this area, so you're not going to know where everything is.
Well, I want a perception to see if there's a trail away from this tomb thing that we can follow.
Oh no, you don't need a perception for that.
Oh.
There is a small beaten path, very overgrown, but it used to be probably laid with stone. That leads from the entrance to the tomb to the dike behind you. That's a few hundred yards away, not a few hundred, maybe a few hundred feet. It's a raised dike with a road on it that goes through, because you're kind of in a wetland area. I mean, you're a little bit raised up where the tomb is, but down around it's kind of marshy. There's a raised dike, a few feet off the ground, 2-3 feet with a 2-lane road on it. Just a few feet away.
We should, I think, get to the road and then probably try to find civilization. I think is what we should do next.
Okay, so everybody agree?
Yep.
So you guys just move up to the road, and now you're standing on the road. It goes as far as the eye can see, down one way, as far as the eye can see, down the other way.
I've mounted my horse, and I'm gonna.
Okay. Wait. Before you guys do anything, you are all overcome with a sudden weariness. You can't keep your eyes open.
The roach can't sleep on us.
You sit down on the road, and you all fall asleep.
Damn it!
All right, well, I go to sleep. I'm sleeping.
The horses are just kind of sitting there, like mewing about, eating some food because they haven't seen grass in who knows how long.
The
four of you are asleep, and Coswin, what do you do?
I'm going to take out the length of rope that I spent so much money on, and I'm going to cut it into manageable bits. These obvious grave robbers up onto the side of the road and lash their horses to a tree nearby.
So Coswin exits the forest. He was passing by and heard shouting and loud noises coming from the inside of a sealed tomb, and camped out nearby to see what was going to happen. As soon as he saw your party emerge, cast sleep on the party, emerges from the woods, and you tied them up? Or do you just tie up the horses?
Oh, no, I tied them.
All right. So these are all restrained.
These are obviously heavily armed individuals.
Yeah.
One of them is a dragon. So.
You're all restrained.
Racist fuck.
What do you do with their sleeping restrained bodies?
Well, I leave them there. I'm going to search. Well, I mean, I put them off to the side, but I'm going to search their individuals because they're grave robbers. So I got to figure out what they stole, and return it to the tomb, or at least it's got to go to a museum. Yeah, well, not the proper authorities. No, not the authorities.
How comes we didn't get the chance to roll against this?
Well, there is no chance to roll against it.
There is for sleep.
No, I roll the health pool, and then it applies to every one of you. Remember how
health pools?
Remember how OP it was?
Yeah, but like, how much did you roll? Because to cover us all.
Yo, he's just fucking Deus Ex Machina. There was no roll.
He's a level 3. He's a level 3 sorcerer. Enough.
I can roll 5d8, or I could roll. I could also roll 7d8 if I wanted to.
Okay, Roach, give me an investigation check to see if you find anything.
All right.
Well,
I know he's as incompetent as us.
It's a great roll for me.
We are asleep. He could just take 10.
Anything that you?
I could just take 10 on this. I could just take 10.
We're all asleep. We got plenty of time.
I'm about to say, do you take 10 on this? Take the 8.
Fuck it.
Okay, so
I'll take 10 on it.
You got advantage on that roll. You spend the time, patting out their pockets. You don't necessarily find anything too out of the ordinary, except for the svelte bard carrying a shield clearly too large for him.
Isn't there also quite a bit of very old-looking treasure that they took from a previous dungeon that would have been minted?
Yeah, that as a matter of point, you would not know that the treasure came from any particular dungeon.
Well, it'd be a bold minting, wouldn't it? If it's.
But you find large quantities of coinage hidden in about various places in saddlebags, in pockets, in satchels, in
Obviously
pouches and things
successful grave robbers.
So I'm,
Going to-
but
I'm
but
still gonna kill this dude.
you aren't very good at searching, so I'm gonna say that you found approximately a quarter of everybody's accumulated wealth.
Okay, we're gonna put that into a pile.
What's not
So
fucking roll that right now? Like I figured that out. That's
no,
gonna be-
just,
Yeah,
just
no,
give
he-
him a rough-
don't
give a
worry
rough
about it.
estimate. Just give him a rough estimate of what gold you had on you.
No, I'm not gonna keep it. It's
80.
blood money.
All right, so you just accumulate.
it's put in a
you just-
pile.
You just put it in a pile, and you think
Put it in a pile.
you found it all.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
There you go. You've got
Of course
you've
I
got the
did.
shield set aside and a substantial mound of coinage. And what do you do?
I don't know if it's substantial.
Wait. I just thought about something that might have contradicted this.
Go ahead.
Isn't sleep only like a few minutes?
Yeah, it's only a
That-
few
That
minutes.
doesn't last too
If
long,
you
but
took-
I mean,
Up to
If you
1
took 10
hour.
minutes.
Take 10
Up
just
to
is
1
a
hour.
figurative term.
All right.
it's still the amount of time he took is less than the duration of the spell.
Up to 1
Yeah.
hour.
Well, with that, I'm gonna. Let's see. What am I gonna do with these four? These four. Also, they apparently are animal abusers because this horse is just in terrible
Waffle
condition.
is rough and emaciated.
Gonna make sure he gets some food. Because I'm not an evil person like these people.
You find a ration on the dragon, and you unwrap it and give it to the horse to eat.
All right. So less
Kavara, you
one
lose-
less ration for.
Okay.
All right.
hey,
Well, I'm
Roach,
taking some time.
knowing the duration of a sleep spell, you've got not a whole lot of time before these people very angrily wake up.